I definitely feel like there's going to be some career transitions, stepping into your power, some serious rebirths, change in direction. The card that I pulled for you for the overall reading energy was the World. So this is an awesome card to get. This is literally you stepping into your power and knowing that the world is your oyster. The world is literally yours. I do feel change in direction. I feel like what's really interesting is I found the card that I pulled for this was Pride, and it says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. What I feel like with this card is you're having enough pride in yourself and loving yourself enough to literally allow this new beginning to start, and taking a different direction in your life. And I did pull change and direction for the angel message card. It says, the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future. So follow your path to the happy outcomes that you desire. So awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome overall energy reading there. What's interesting is I've got the Nine of Pentacles here, which is, I mean, that's you, Virgo. Very grounded woman, financially successful. The soul lesson card associated with that is freedom. And what I feel like I want to say is, Virgos are naturally organized people, practical people, grounded people. Just remember that you do possess the free will and the power to create your own happiness. Try not to overthink so much, okay? Just go with the flow. The thing about the Nine of Pentacles lady is she's a woman who listens to her intuition, and she becomes abundant from listening to her intuition. And I do feel like that's a pretty big message for you. What I want to say to you is remove the fear and embrace the unknown. It's not necessary to know exactly how everything's going to happen, but know that you are being divinely guided and you are being directed towards a certain direction for a reason. I do feel like some of you are going to be walking away from situations that no longer serve you. I do feel like it's going to be a lot of relationships that are kind of pushing you towards a spiritual journey, coming into figuring out who you are. And I want to encourage you as well that it's really not a failure. We have different soulmates, which I just pulled the Temperance card here for you. We have different soulmates who come into our lives for a reason. And if you can see what you're perceiving as a failure from a different angle and really coming from a place of love and teaching you more how to love yourself and teaching you what your boundaries are, it's actually quite amazing. I just feel like I want to encourage you to maybe shift your perspective on that. And I also feel like I want to say no forcing. I feel like I want to encourage you as well to, if you are in a situation where you're having to walk away from, I feel like divorces or letting things go that no longer serve you. I feel like I want to encourage you to just maybe keep the temper down a little bit. Don't allow the ego to flare. So that could be for a very small few of you. I want to encourage you as well not to judge yourself so harshly when it comes to this rebirth, because I do feel like for many of you, this is all about you having to die to your older self, and not to, don't judge yourself so harshly. Allow this rebirth to happen. Stepping into your feminine power, stepping into your, allowing, not forcing, allowing the newness to come. And I do feel like I want to say as well, don't judge yourself so harshly for what's happened in the past. You're learning, you're growing. We're all being forced to grow so much on this planet right now. It's not even funny. I do feel like you're in some sort of what would be considered a karmic cycle. I've got the Wheel of Fortune here. And I want to tell you, Virgo, that you're kind of being shown that you're going to have to accept the things that you cannot change. But ultimately, it's going to lead you to abundance. So I really feel like so strongly like what I want to say to you this month is going with the flow. At the center of the reading, I have the Ace of Cups, which is all about emotional fulfillment and abundance. And I want to say to you, you absolutely can achieve this and it's coming to you. You're just going to have to allow, not force. And you can do this. And you are worthy. I feel like I want to say to you, you are worthy of that. You're going to have to get rid of and get past some of your codependency issues. Move past your attachments. If you want emotional fulfillment and love and abundance on every level, you're going to have to step out and believe in yourself, know that you're capable, that you're worthy of it, and maybe work through some of your shadow aspects. I do feel very much like attachment issues, material items, not having to worry so much about 3D possessions or how things are going to have work out for you. I feel like if you want to live in a vibration of love, or you want love, you have to come from a place of love for yourself and compassion towards others. I do feel like I want to talk to you as well about forgiveness of yourself, of other people, in order to begin again, because in order for the new beginning to happen, harboring feelings like resentment, anger, frustration, and it's just not going to serve you. So it might take you having to put some work in to do that. Virgos are known, very typical. I mean, I know a lot of lovely Virgos, but I also do know that Virgos can be a little harsh, a little judgmental. And so it might take some work in order to do that, but I do feel like I want to mention that to you. I do feel as well, though, that you're going to be getting some clarity on why some of these things had to happen and why these connections are dying out of your life or moving away from your life, these situations that are no longer serving you. And I do love that. I love this. It's almost like an enlightening, like you feel clear, and you know why things had to end, and you're realizing that it's for a new beginning. And I do feel like some of you are going to be moving into a new career. So I do want to say to you, follow your passions, whatever excites your soul. I want to remind you that the reason why things had to go the way they did is so that you can begin this new venture. I do feel like I want to mention creativity. I feel artist vibes with this. I feel it's interesting. I feel writing, creative writing, poetry, music, stuff like that. Just step into your creativity. Quite a few new beginnings. I just feel it so strongly. For some of you, I do feel like I want to mention, for those of you who are looking at changing your career and moving towards more of like a spiritually based career, I do feel like counseling vibes as well. I do feel like I want to mention that. And again, coming from a place of love will help you move forward. I literally feel like some of you will be physically moving as well, moving out of old stagnant energies, moving out of houses, releasing some karmic contracts, karmic relationships. But I want to encourage you to just really keep a positive attitude, and I feel like you will. I feel like many of you will. You're not stuck. You're absolutely not stuck. It's not the situation that's driving you crazy. It's your thinking that's driving you crazy. And I want to encourage you to step into your creativity and visualize the life that you want. It's about you figuring out who you are and what you want, and allowing this new beginning to happen based on that. Loving you. Yeah, that'll definitely move you forward. I feel like you're moving towards calmer waters. There's just a few little hiccups that you might have to get through this month. But I do feel like I want to say to you that like by the beginning of May, middle of May, you're going to be feeling a lot clearer, and you're going to realize why some of the things had to happen, and that this change in direction that you're taking is for the best. It's for the better. So I feel, honestly, out of all the readings I've done today, I feel the most confusion when I'm in your vibe right now. So I apologize for that. That might be reflecting a little bit on the reading, but I just feel like it's because overthinking is a real issue right now. So again, it's really about you embracing the unknown. Virgos, they're planners. They like to have all their ducks in a row before they move forward. They want to know what the payoff's going to be when they take the risk. And I just feel so strongly like enough with that, and try really hard, because a new chapter of your life is really around the corner, and you need to embrace the unknown. You can do it. I have faith in you. So I am going to go ahead and pull 3 cards from the Doreen Virtue Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. The first one I have is Mother Healing. It says, as your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. What I feel when I hold this card is self-love. Loving yourself unconditionally, the way that you should have been loved as a child, or you wish you would have been loved as a child. So again, with you, it's all about self-love. Yeah, that's really much all I'm going to say with that. It's just unconditional love for yourself. Second one I have is break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. Absolutely. This is kind of what I was feeling about with the career transition. I feel like wherever you're being guided towards, just take it, even if it's something that's out of the norm for you. You know, all of a sudden you're feeling like, you were corporate life and now you want to integrate spirituality into your career, or the opposite. Whatever it is that makes you feel good, just try something new. And I do feel like I want to mention yoga, meditation as well with this card. And I feel like I also want to say break free from the way of thinking as well, the chronic way of thinking. Try some new ways. You know, sometimes we have to reprogram our minds in order for us to be able to move forward. Awesome. The third card I have here is Make a Wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. You have Make a Wish and the World card. Once you step into self-love and realize that you're worth what it is that you want, I feel like you're really going to step into an area of ultimate fulfillment for yourself. It's just all about you making that commitment to yourself. I am going to pull 3 cards from the Romance Angels and Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue as well. Please keep in mind these messages are for whoever it is that you're thinking about. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to be with this person, but whoever it is that you're thinking about. So the first card I have is Codependency, and it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So that would be this card that I pulled here. So when I said to you here in the middle of the reading, you've got the Ace of Cups card. This is all about emotional fulfillment, but you have to get past your attachments. You have to get past your codependent type behaviors in order to take the steps or to move towards emotional fulfillment and love on every level. So that makes sense that that was pulled. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. I just feel like I want to say to you, just very much so this month, love yourself, Virgo. Love yourself first. The second card I have is Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. You know what I feel like with this is if you can't be your authentic self with anyone, and I feel like this could have to do with relationships that you're walking away from or considering walking away from, autonomy is so important. If you cannot be yourself in any relationship, then it's not worth it. And I also feel like I want to say, side note, it's that quote, it's not a lack of love that destroys a marriage, but a lack of friendship. Three, I have Worth Waiting For. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And that's what I was saying earlier. I feel this so strongly for you. It's all about you stepping into your power and loving yourself to the point of knowing that you're worth more. And basically what I want to remind you is that the relationship manifests when you don't need anyone. So very cool advice there. I also just got a new deck. I got the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue, and I've been pulling a Life Purpose card for everyone. So I want to kind of do the same thing for you. You know, again, take what resonates. lot of career changes, I feel. New soulmate relationships, or new lessons. Oh, how cool. I got crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So for any of you who have been, looking at getting into, more spiritually based career, Reiki treatments, energy healing, kind of a cool little confirmation for you. So, and for those of you who have never tried crystals or worked with crystals, I highly, highly recommend it. I know how different it can seem, but I will tell you what, I absolutely adore my smoky quartz and my angelite. And I feel like I want to mention rose quartz as well for you during this reading for self-love and heart healing. So